I like to have my crews have a mixture of people because I think it's really good for them to experience something that they have not experienced before. My name is Mary Wilson, and I'm a contractor in Springfield, Illinois, and a female business owner. The issue that I've been working on is trying to understand whether or not it truly is legal to use H2A visa workers to do the construction of livestock facilities. In 2016, we had been asked to bid a project by an owner who had previously asked us to do some work for them, and we'd had a successful relationship with them. We bid this project, and then before we were ready to start the project, we were told that another contractor had bid the project with a migrant workforce, and that their bid was substantially lower than what our bid was. And this was not an agricultural project, it was a cabinet manufacturing facility in a remote location. So that prompted me to start looking at what was the supposed legal loophole and how could this be legal.
This is for us?
Yeah, you can take that with you.
Well, this is wonderful.
At the surface, it looks like workers are getting the same rate of pay as our beginning workers, but it's not the same rate of pay because years ago they already determined that construction work should be paid at an overtime rate. And whenever you are turning back the clock on things that have already been established through Fair Labor Standards Act and saying no longer is construction work eligible for overtime, that's not right. It should be that if my employees are not finding enough work with me, but there's enough work out there for construction, that they should be able to shift over to a new employer who is doing that type of work and be compensated fairly. But they wouldn't be compensated fairly. They would have to take a significant pay reduction and have no overtime benefits and have no travel expenses covered. That doesn't seem right. Dismissal for the above referenced proceedings.
So there's no ruling on hand?
The judge did an order of dismissal based upon the agreement. I don't think it's ever been adjudicated. I have an attorney friend out of Atlanta, Georgia, and he said that's not adjudication. I do this because I feel like it's the right thing to do. I share it with you because I feel it's the right thing to do. I'm fearful of how it will affect my business, but also how people will view me and judge me. But I feel like I stand up for what's right, irregardless of whether or not someone else thinks it's appropriate.